What is going on, guys? 21 Maxwell here, and this is episode 49 of the TNA TEW series. Just 2 weeks away from our July pay-per-view, which is of course Hardcore Justice. 15 segments today, a lot of matches, continue to build up feuds towards the pay-per-view and hopefully gain a good bit more of momentum. We decided this week's show is going to be booked in the Licurious Centre again in the Tri-State region, as we're to try to get as much revenue in this week as possible, just so we don't fall into debt again like last month, and just basically so we can pay all these big wages that we seem to have acquired now because of the big names coming in. So that's the show. It's 15 segments. Without further ado, guys, let's get cracking into it and let's see how it turns out to be. So 10,206 people have turned up, so that's good. It starts with CM Punk and Samoa Joe come down to the ring. They take microphones and start talking to the crowd before eventually getting interrupted by the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Chris Hero and Bobby Roode. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before agreeing to face each other tonight in an epic tag team contest. A 78B rating there, which is good. I thought Joe kinda needs someone better on the mic with him, so I thought, Punk's the man, so we paired them up together. Performance of CM Punk was good, and the other two storylines have advanced. Bobby Roode's improving at acting, so overall that's really good. It's just the low momentum of Bobby Roode and the stale character of Samoa Joe that has been penalised there. So that's booked in for tonight. The match had some good action and average heat. Melissa defeats Beth in 10:15 by pinfall with an air raid crash. They don't have chemistry though, that's a worry, so I'll learn that. They probably won't have a long-term program if they don't click. The knockout storyline has advanced for this segment, and that's still got a 58C, which is decent for knockouts. And Beth improves her technical skills. Still, considering they don't click, it's actually not too bad, so we'll see what happens in the future with that. Maybe just throw a couple more knockouts in just so it doesn't get awkward between them. Colby Corino comes out with his mentor, Kurt Angle. Colby Corino apologises to Kurt Angle for his actions of late, because obviously Colby's a heel at the moment. 58, C-. Colby looked dreadful, Kurt Angle looked fantastic. It's the only way we're going to get Colby over with decent ratings if we pair him up with Kurt Angle. That's not too bad. And then in about, that features some great action and average heat. Adam Cole defeats Rhett Titus in 12 minutes and 42 with the Florida Key. That's a 76B-. Again, just giving both guys stuff to work as we work on until we get to Hard Justice, until we get plans for them. That's a good match there and a good win for Adam Cole. Again, a cryptic message like last week flashes up on the screen saying, "Someone has come to save us." And it's the second coming, 75B-. Was that directed at Adam Cole? Who knows, guys? Find out next week, I guess. And about the featured great action and average heat, Austin Aries defeats Doug Williams in 11:14 by pinfall. I thought a match would get higher than a 65C, but I suppose it is a main eventer against a upper mid-card talent, and Austin Aries is improving his performance skills. Just Doug Williams' negative declining physical ability, and it brought the crowd's mood down, which is disappointing. Eddie Edwards then comes to ringside in order to do colour commentary in the next match. Nice and basic 54C-. It serves its purpose, because the next match is a match with some good action and average heat. David Richards defeated Ethan Carter III in 8:15 by pinfall by using underhanded tactics. A solid 74B- there. No worker improvements there, but obviously David Richards got the win. Eddie Edwards is watching him. And then after it, the match between David Richards and Ethan Carter III is barely ended when Eddie Edwards climbs out of his seat at the announce table, dives into the ring to assault an already fatigued David Richards to get his revenge. After getting enough cheap shots in to send an effective message, Eddie Edwards heads to the back, leaving David Richards laid out in the ring. 58C-. It's basically the Revenge Eddie Edwards, and that is continuing the Who's the Hungriest Wolf storyline, so good stuff there. Negatives are all with David Richards. We need to try and get his morale up and get his momentum up higher. As I said last week, this match was going to happen. All their partners faced each other last week, so in a match it's some good action and average heat. Matt Hardy, defeated Brother Devon, Ryder and Harry Smith in 9:35 when Hardy defeated Ryder by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. They got 58C-. I don't know why Hardy used the ropes for leverage, but it is what it is. It gives the Hardys one win. It also gave Hawkins and Ryder the win last week, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as these teams continue to face each other down the line. The match suffered from odd booking, having the workers do a slow build match in such a short pace of time. That's my booking error, I'll learn for that. The 3D with the new blood improves, or progresses even, and no worker improvements is disappointing. Kurt Angle comes out to the podium and delivers a bitter and heartfelt complaint about the seemingly preferred treatment his protege has been receiving as CM Punk. Fuck it. I was meant to put in Colby Carino there, and it says CM Punk isn't ready for such accolades. Kurt Angle insists this must stop. It should have been Colby. So we've kind of stole a 76B for that, but that was just basically a massive fuck up on my behalf. A graphic is then shown, hyping Jacob Goodknight's first match, as despite appearing on numerous shows, well, one, Goodknight has not been in a competitive match until now. He fights his debuts tonight, that gets a 76B-. And his debut match, well, it's a squash match, so you can understand it, the low rating. In the match had some good action, average heat. Jacob Goodknight defeated Christopher Daniels in 808 by pinfall with a choke slam from hell. That gets a 52D+. Nothing really there, obviously, it's just poor. It's a squash match, you know, it's going to be poor time frame, you know, you can understand it. Matt Striker is backstage with CM Punk and Samoa Joe talking about their upcoming match. It's a 70C+ again. You're hoping Punk carries Joe, although I really wish that was a B-. Matt Striker's developing better performance skills, so working with Punk a lot in these interviews is helping Matt Striker improve, which is good. And then your main event, and about to feature great action and a good crowd, Chris Hero and Bobby Roode defeat Samoa Joe and CM Punk, when Bobby Roode defeated Samoa Joe by pinfall after using a foreign object in 14 minutes 03. Chris Hero was off his game. Both storylines have progressed, but that got us a 76B-. Whoa, a lot of improvements here. Bobby Roode on Rumble and performance, Samoa Joe in performance, Chris Hero and Punk in Rumble and performance. Chris Hero and Punk on performance, and Punk also got Rumble as well, so I'm happy with that. And it's just the length of the match could have been maybe a wee bit longer. That's really good, I'm happy with that. And overall, a 72B- increases our population in 16 regions because it's in the tri-state area, so it's decent, you know, a few mistakes there which I'll need to pay more attention to in future, but you know, sometimes you book in the game, you get that many people in the roster. It happens, you know, and I'm just kind of maybe fortunate one time, instead of going from Colby, I went to, I went to CM Punk, so get away with that. So we'll see what the news is here. It's drawn a lot of praise, and the feedback's great, so that's, I suppose, a positive. And emails. Say Harry Smith needs a rest. Anytime they make him wrestle, he's knackered. I can't get him in a exclusive paper appearance deal because of the New Japan thing, so I think he'd cancel that. But we get another 5.80, which is the same rating as last week's episode, so I'm happy with that. Quick look at the size. 71 in the tri-state, perfect. 62 there in southwest. 64 southeast, we'll nearly get that over. 57 northwest, 61 New England. 58 in the Midwest, 60 in the Mid-South, 61 in the Mid-Atlantic, and 56 in the Great Lakes. We'll get there. I'd help if there was a trend, but there's no trends just yet, but I think we'll get there soon. Hopefully a couple of good pay-per-views will bunk up a good wee bit. Anyway guys, that was it, that episode. We have one more Impact before we hit Hardcore Justice. Our momentum dropped by 1 again. And I've actually dropped to the 4th company in the world, so let's actually quickly check who's leapfrogged us. Well, by importance, we've been replaced by Westside Extreme Wrestling from Europe, and Big Japan Pro Wrestling from Japan. Still a second in America, that's the main. As long as we're still succeeding in America, that's the main thing. So we'll try and improve for our next show. Hopefully you'll join us, because that will be the magic number 50 episode, and then the episode after that will be the Hardcore Justice pay-per-view. So until then guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.